Sometimes disaster can strike. You never know whose door it's gonna knock on. So you gotta be able to be flexible enough to accept whatever comes your way. I said, I'm gonna ride it out. I'm not going.
My brother and I talked, and he was like, well, what do you think I should do? And I was like, you need to go get her and take her to your house.
And then she called me back a few minutes later. Byron is on his way to pick you up.
Yeah.
Tried to put the pieces back together again. Humpty Dumpty.
This is the first day of the final week of building Miss Gladys' house, Team Rubicon's 100th house. Miss Gladys definitely deserves this attention. She has been through a lot. She's been out of her home for about 2 years. Coming here to work in Houston for Hurricane Harvey 2.5 years later is not the sexy thing to do anymore. Nobody really even realizes that it's still a great need. And that's where Team Rubicon comes in. We help the people that others don't.
Team Rubicon's mission is helping individuals after disasters, but now we're in this long-term recovery piece where we can rebuild houses so we can kind of complete that whole disaster cycle. And so Team Rubicon is a disaster response organization. Our mission is disaster response, but we have a dual impact. We help communities recover after disasters, and we provide purpose, community, and identity for our volunteers. 75% of us are military veterans, but we accept any and all that want to participate in the organization. And when you put on the gray shirt, it doesn't matter your background. You could be a civilian, first responder, a veteran. It doesn't matter who you are, or even what rank you held within the military, you're a gray shirt. And I think that makes our culture so strong because we're accepting to any and all immediately as opposed to making them prove themselves.
We have one site open today. That site is the 100th home. That is our Bellegarde site. This is the culmination of 2 years of work, 2 cohorts of the Clan Fellowship, and over 1,000 volunteers. And none of this gets done without you guys. This is huge. Don't let that think that we have nothing to do today. We got a lot of shit we got to get done in the next 2 days, 2 full work days. Stay safe, wear your PPE, drink water, stay hydrated. Don't let your buddies fall out, okay? We got 2 work days left. Let's not have any major accidents. Just stay safe out there, guys.
Good. Oh my gosh. Thank you for coming out, guys. I appreciate it. I'm Ginger, and I'm a Marine. As you know, we got a lot of work to do. We're not crazy a lot, but you know, no pressure. 100th house. We're almost done.
Is this the outside edge?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I did construction back in Buffalo when I was a police officer, and I sustained a back injury doing that, which I lost my whole career. So I was down for 12 years, had nowhere to go, no idea what to do, not a clue. Watching Hurricane Harvey on the news, I said, well, let me try this out. You need to volunteer. You need to do something because you can't do what you used to do. So this is me doing my part to give back.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, you can put some more, just make it tighter.
I evacuated for Harvey, and I was stranded over 100 miles away from home because literally every highway into Houston was closed. I had the TV on all the time, and they were doing a story on TR. My first day back to work, my boss came over to my cube. He just randomly said, so about 60 members of Team Rubicon are camped out at my church right now. I locked my computer, picked up my keys, and said, see ya. Been with TR ever since. I love it.
We're just thrilled that tomorrow is our big day. My brother and I have already decided we're having a housewarming party.
I invited my pastor, my son is coming, I think my brother is coming, a friend of mine is coming, another friend. Since these are already peeled, it makes it so much easier. You know, at first I was kind of depressed, and then I said, something better is coming, so just hold your horses. And I tried to do that, but every now and then, the yearning for home would always surface. But I managed, and everybody was leaving the hotel but me, and I felt isolated. But 14 months is a long time.
What are you gonna say to him tomorrow? Do you have any idea?
No, I haven't thought about it. I just really appreciate every minute that you spent here and the job that you've done. I say, money can't buy that kind of stuff. It shows that you care about people. Because, you know, people don't have to be kind to you. And they don't have to do anything for you. They're not obligated. But when they just put themselves in the background and do for somebody else, that means so much. So I'm just grateful. See how pretty it's beginning to look? Like Christmas.
Very last thing we're gonna do is completely scrub the floors.
Words cannot express my gratitude for what you've done for me. I know, perhaps, I think sometimes I'm not even deserving. I just like to thank Rubicon. I can't express to you how grateful, I mean truly grateful, that this has become a reality. In the process of going through life, you know, you always try to help somebody, hoping that what you have done for others will come back to you. And maybe today I'm reaping just what I've sown. 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the 100 code.
Yes. Wow. Ooh. That's good. That is cuteness.
Good, that's a good way to describe it.
Cuteness.
Cuteness, I like that.
Oh, now I like that. And I just thank you, Ginger and company. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Houston still needs work in terms of families recovering from Hurricane Harvey almost 2.5 years later. So we're staying around Houston, rebuilding. Rebuild is a program of ours. We're going to continue doing it. And unfortunately, it's not going to be the only hurricane that we have. So our goal is not only rebuilding these houses, but how do we build it more resilient so that next time a hurricane happens, these families are taken out of the fight. They don't have to worry about it because they have a resilient home that's going to stand the next hurricane, and we can focus on the next group of families. After we were successful here in Houston, they launched a one-year rebuild down in Immokalee, Florida to help the victims after Hurricane Irma. So they spent a year down there doing 40 homes. We also went into Puerto Rico where we did 500 hurricane-resistant roofs. They hired local contractors, so they were able to kind of put money back into the economy and help Puerto Rico recover that way, as well as physical buildings.
It's just been a wonderful relationship that I've established with the people here from Rubicon. It's just been wonderful. I never thought this kind of organization existed, but what I thought is now what I know. It does exist, and for that I'm very grateful.
And to know that Team Rubicon has veterans helping veterans, that right there is brotherhood. Over and over again, thank you, and thank you. I just don't know how much, I can say that over and over again, and I keep each and every one of them in my prayers every single night, because I know that, God really just did put us in a good place in being with Team Rubicon. What they have given back to me is another 20 more years in my home. That's what they give back to me. My home, my family.